On campus with the Anniston Bulldogs head coach Rico White for another edition of the Rico White Show, brought to you by Kia of Anniston, Oxford. And I told you last week, Coach, you guys keep winning. I'm definitely going to keep coming doing the show. So if I'm here on a Tuesday, that's a very good sign for you guys from here on out, all the way up to hopefully the Super 7. But before we get in that, you had a huge game last week. You got an even bigger game this week that you're going to be hosting. But before we dive into what's going on this week here on the campus of Anniston, take us back to last Friday night and that trip you guys took to Booker T. Washington that ultimately won 38-20 down there in a very hostile environment with some very good athletes.
Well, we had the road trip and to Tuskegee, and I tell you what, we ran into a team that was motivated to win. Like I said, we was kind of our element and the real one there at first. Made a lot of mistakes, got a lot of penalties, but overall we settled down. And the second half we played the type of football we should play.
Coach, when you come into these playoffs, you knew a couple things right off the bat. Number one is it's a little bit different scenario in the playoffs this year for you guys. You guys were the hunted big time, when you're ranking, being undefeated, things like that. But also, you also knew that with that comes a lot more what Coach Saban likes to call, and I'm not a Coach Saban fan myself, but rat poison. Everybody's patting the guys on the back. They're undefeated. They're good. You've had to battle both of those things. What has that been like, and has it changed your coaching style, knowing that everybody around town telling them that they've already arrived, and knowing these other teams are like, it's just going to make their world to beat an undefeated Anniston team?
Well, we know what's at hand. We have a veteran team, and they have been praised and all that stuff, but we just talked about it last night about staying humble. No, it's one game at a time. We can't take care of nothing else but this game, and we can't look past no one. Stay humble and let's work hard. And I think the way you control that is work the kids. We worked hard every day at practice. We really put in work to get to where we are. So we're going to continue doing that, and we look forward to the challenge.
How is this locker room different than maybe some of the previous teams you've had here at Anniston?
Mindset. Biggest thing is mindset. Like I said, we deal with mastery, just mastering mindset. If you can master things, you're not playing against your opponent per se. You're playing against yourself because you prepare for whatever they do. And we do our best as coaches to prepare our kids for situations.
That's good, man. I noticed this team seems to have a little bit different demeanor. It's more of a business-like mentality when we're around them. We've covered them and interviewed them. It's more straightforward, more laser-focused than I've noticed before.
Absolutely. They understand team. I'll say last year definitely they understood individual. Oh, we got a good player here, a good player there. But now they understand we got to count on each other. We got to play as a unit, as a team. And that's something we stress, and they bought into it, and it worked well for us this year.
And, Coach, this team coming up, I don't have to tell everybody how big this game is, obviously. Anytime you're in the playoffs, it's big, but when you're in the third round, you're hosting, it's as big as it gets. Andalusia, they're a really good football team. I've got to see them live once. It was versus Catholic Montgomery. Really big, really physical, really well-coached team. What have you seen when you put that film on? What jumps out to you?
They're a big team, big, solid. I know Coach Taylor, Trent Taylor, I coached against him before. Team going to be coached well, sound, and you're going to have to beat them. I mean, but they big, physical. They similar to us. And but we can play our best game. We got to play our best game to win this game, and we look forward to it.
Coach, if you was a Hollywood director and you was scripting a scenario on a movie like this, you couldn't script it any better than you're going to be cold weather. It's going to be here at your house, and your fans are going to show up that 12th man you call them. Talk about the importance of having that here at Anniston. Yeah,
it's super. I mean, like I said, we had it this past Friday down in Tuskegee. Honestly, I think we had more fans than they did.
That's awesome.
The fans really came out and supported us, and that 12th man make a difference. It's nothing like knowing mom, dad, cousin, granddad, uncle, whoever in the stand. So that's big. We look forward to them this Friday. It's super. We really need them this Friday. I mean, it's going to be a humongous game, and I know Andalusia is going to pack house. They're going to bring extra. So hopefully that 12th man be here for us, and we'll do what we need to do.
I think the only teams left in the county are you and Piedmont, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes.
So you expect some of these other guys to probably come support you guys.
It'll be great. You know, at the end of the day, we represent Calhoun County.
That's right.
You know, we're a family up here. Oh, you know, we compete against each other, but at the end of the day, if you speak of Calhoun County, you're talking about all the teams in this area. So hopefully we'll represent well.
Coach, before we let you out of here, a few more questions. What are some of the keys you've seen after watching film and knowing your guys and how they'll match up that you think you have to get done in this game?
We can't make the same mistakes. We had some turnovers, and we just the focus. We stay focused, be sound, play hard, and like I said, if you know your alignment and your assignment, you can play with great effort. We look for our kids to play with great effort.
And lastly, but not least, Coach, if we can do this, this, and this, what's that going to be to get a victory this week?
Be sound, energy, communication, and mindset. I mean, we're going to put in the work. It's just a matter of us not making mistakes. Execute. I mean, perfection. You know, be perfect at what we do. You know, so we look forward to this.
These guys what I like about your team and your staff is you guys do have talent, but you've also developed those guys. And one of the biggest compliments I think I can give you, and a lot of people around the state, is these guys is playing like a team, and they seem to be laser focused this year.
Absolutely. You know, I'll tell you what's funny is when the team playing well, you got good players. When they playing bad, you got terrible coaches.
That's right.
But I can say I think we got a good unit on both sides, and it's fun coaching these guys and just seeing these guys being hungry for what we're trying to accomplish.
That's it. Well, Coach, I appreciate you, and I'm going to go ahead and call it, Coach. I'm going to see you back here next Tuesday.
That's the plan. Go Dogs.
Hey, I see you back here next Tuesday. It's an even bigger show. So.
Absolutely.
That's Bulldogs versus Bulldogs here in Anniston, Alabama, Friday night at 7 o'clock. Hopefully the whole county will show up here and support you guys.
Absolutely. Look forward to it. Go Dogs.
Thank you, Coach.